Today's going to be a color and chat video. I'm going to start a page in this Creative Havens Autumn Charm. Just recently got this on a haul video. And the reason why I'm starting this book, I'm actually, I just finished my pages for Sara's November color Monopoly. So I got those finished, and she just tagged me in a new tag called the Dilly Billy Story Tag by Liz at Home. She's another one of creators here on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to her, check her out. I was already subscribed to her, but I didn't see the tag video, of course, before Sara tagged me. It's quite a big tag, and it's not question based, so I'm not answering it today in the chat, but I am going to show you real quick the pages I chose to do. So kind of a color and chat and plan video. So the way the story tag is, Liz made a storybook for her 3 youngest grandchildren, and she decided to do a tag off of that for all of the adult colorists. So in this tag there's 11 items, and you have to find those items. They're from her book, and color them in pages. So the first one on the list is a puppy, and I have chosen this page here, and I did start it last night. And this is what I'm going to color in here as soon as I show you all the pages, but there's a little puppy right here. So that's why I picked this one. Also, a goal of mine is to color in books that I haven't colored in. So yeah, I think because this one wasn't colored in yet. Number 2 is a hat. So I think I'm going to do this one here. Also, it's very Christmassy, so I can get that done. And this is Gracia Salvo's Kindness. Number 3 is a sweater vest. Now I'm gonna also do number 6, which is a mouse, from this here nice little town 10 by Tatiana Bohemia. And this kind of sort of looks like a sweater vest. This was probably the most difficult prompt for me, was the sweater vest. I just couldn't find, but it looks, if you look at him, he kind of looks like he's wearing a sweater vest. So he'll be wearing a sweater vest. So, and I haven't colored in this book either, so that will cover the mouse and the sweater vest prompt. Number 4 is Grandma. And that one was a difficult one for me to find, a Nana or Grandma. But in Spot the Cat, which is a double spread page, but I feel like I have to do the double spread, but I don't know if I'll get to that. But there's an older lady here that looks like she could be a grandma, and I'm imagining this looks like maybe her husband, and they're watching the grandkids. I don't know, but I had a hard time finding a grandma picture. So number 5 is a zebra, and I'm gonna go to Circle of Life, and I'm also gonna combine prompt 10, which is an elephant. So there's 2 zebras here, and there's some elephants. So we did zebra. Number 6 was mouse, which was the one we just saw. Number 7 is a chair, and I'm going to Colin Thompson's coloring book, do the chair in the back of the book. Number 8 is a cat. And the book is Harmony of Nature. And I'm gonna do that one for a cat. Number 9 is a deer, and on the other side of the cat it happens to be a deer. So I'm gonna do that one. And then an elephant is number 10, which I showed you on the Circle of Life. And then number 11 is a giraffe. So I turn the page in Circle of Life. I've been wanting to do this one. So giraffe. So there's only 2 that I doubled up on the pages. I tried not to do that, but it's a big prompt. So yeah, so I don't know who I'm gonna tag in that, but that's what I'm gonna be working on for the next however many days. So in my questions on my community tab about a coloring chat, everybody said that they would like you to talk about coloring and about personal life. And, you know, I'm just not sure what people want to hear about in my personal life. I've already kind of talked about, you know, things sort of. I don't really like to go into my past and you know, talk about depressing stuff. You know, I guess, you know, if people don't want to hear that. I mean, we all come here to be calm and enjoy, you know, what we're watching and learning. So I'm using right now, I do the path here, whatever. I use the French grays in the Prismacolors, and then the tree trunks and this bench here are done in Prismacolors. And right now, these leaves, I'm going to do the Winsor Newton ones. These were in my more recent haul and review of the pencils. And I'm going to use the same for these leaves down here. I'm going to use the same combination that I used on this here. And hopefully it comes out as pretty, even though they're a lot smaller. And I did, yesterday I did finally get the turquoise pencil from Winsor Newton. They were really great and sent me a replacement pencil. So I have added that in with the others. I have not heard back from Lyra, which is kind of disappointing, but I guess I could always return them or go back to, if it was a seller or Amazon. And ask for a refund or something from them. Replacement. I would have just liked to have the 2 colors replaced that were not, you know, they're different. They're sticky and dry and cracked, and I don't know. Maybe they're really busy and they just haven't gotten to my email. That was Friday. Today is Wednesday. So I'm thinking I'm not going to hear anything. It's all right. I have my Neo colors. So I'm a little down on myself right now, though, with all that, because I've been trying to work with my, you know, with the watercolors, and I suck. I just suck. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I even messaged Debbie with Color Me Stress Free because I watched a lot of her videos trying to learn and ask some, questions, and she tried to help me a little bit, and I suck. It's like, I don't even know what I'm trying. We do have a local art where I moved to here. There's an art studio, and they offer art classes. And I know when I first moved, before I moved, I was looking, and they were doing watercolor classes. I don't know if they are now. But I think they were outdoor watercolor classes because of COVID. But, outdoor right now because it is kind of cold would suck. But maybe if I can get, I think they do one-on-one. So maybe if I could get my boyfriend to pay for that, I can maybe take a class and figure out what the heck I'm doing wrong, because I just don't get it. I really just don't. I've tried different papers. I think I just need like a one-on-one instruction because I'm just not getting it. Or somebody needs to watch me and tell me what I'm doing wrong. I guess I could do it on film, but that would be embarrassing. So I don't think I'll be doing it. So, and I did, my boyfriend bought me all the stuff to make watercolor paints and start that just to kind of see if that's something that I would enjoy doing. I could make my own. And then I'm like, I can't even use them. But, maybe I can sell something. I don't know. I'm itching because I'm used to working full time. I'm used to making money. And yeah, it's hard when you go from that to, not that I don't still have what I need, but I'm just used to having a little bit more extra cash to spend on extras. But with the holidays coming, I'm kind of trying to rein in too. So just a little. I think I've ordered something every day though this week. My mom's coming this weekend and we are going shopping for Christmas. My mom always decides as adults to give us Christmas money, and she gets us some presents too, but she gives us a nice chunk of money. And I'm going to spend that, getting everybody Christmas presents when we go. So my money, I could kind of spend a little bit. And I'm definitely going to miss doing Lily's live stream on Saturday, but I'm going to enjoy spending time with my mom and my sister. We haven't done this in many years. My mom and sister have. I haven't, because of my living situation. And it just wasn't conclusive with that situation. So, and I paid all the bills, so I didn't have money. And what's the point of going shopping when you don't have money? There is none. Except to look and get upset because you can't buy or spend what you would want to, which I just still would have liked to spend time with him, but the kid's dad wouldn't watch them because he watched them when I worked. He didn't want to watch them on a weekend for me to go do something with them. So yeah, so I didn't get to. So we'll have some fun. We'll have a nice lunch. And they're going to spend the night. And then we're going to go the next day on Sunday. We're actually going to go about an hour away on Saturday shopping at the outlets. And then on Sunday, we'll just stay local around my area. And then they'll go back home. They live about an hour and a half. My mom's about an hour and a half, and my sister's about 2 hours away. So that's why they're going to spend the night. So we have plenty of time. And they'll be super tired after traveling over and then shopping. I do enjoy live streaming though with everybody on Saturday mornings. As you can tell, I'm not really doing any technique here. I'm just mixing up colors, and it's kind of looking like a muddy mess, but it came out on the other one, so we'll wait and see what it does. But back on my paints, I made up a homemade binder. And I just gotta mix the paints. I've been putting it off, but my mom was asking. We had a family reunion this past weekend that we went to, and she was asking me about it because she was thinking about making paints. So my mom's retired. She retired from the government, so she's, at a younger age. She was able to retire, as well as she took care of my stepdad after a massive stroke for about 7 years before he had to go into nursing home. So, she's been on her own, and when she retired, she started a fragrant tart business, like these kind of tarts, for your tart burners. I have one up here on the corner of my desk, one in my living room and one in my kitchen. They're better to have than candles, because there's no flame. So she made them. She still makes them. She still has the stuff to make everything, but she stopped her business because she just wants to enjoy retirement. So if I had more space here, I probably would have took the business over, but she didn't really want me to either. She didn't feel like there was enough money to be made there. But she asked me about the paint making. So my concern with the paint making is ratios. and the formulas and coming up with new. And so my mom did that for her tarts, and she did all those ratios. And so I'm kind of hoping when she comes this weekend, if I haven't gotten it down by then, she can maybe help me a little bit. But she started buying the supplies to make her own paints as well. So when I was younger, my mom painted. They would watch Bob Ross a lot, her and my stepdad, and they would paint the landscapes just like Bob Ross does. And like they did great, just like he did. I mean, not perfect, but like he did, but it looked just like what he was doing. And she still has them. My mom's always been kind of more on the creative side. She makes these beautiful wreaths for doors. And when we were kids, we were always doing like ceramics and, you know, all kinds of stuff. Cross stitch, crocheting. That was the stuff I kind of got into. The cooking end of it, that was my sister all day. I was not into the cooking side of things. Now, however, I am. So that was another thing with my kid's dad. You know, we lived together for 18 years. And he didn't work, so he stayed home, and so he did a lot of the house stuff. And that was one of the things he cooked. And he's 6 years older than me. So he just tended to take over a lot in that area, and he worked in restaurants and stuff. But anytime I made an effort, you know, it was like, oh, you can't cook, or you didn't do this right, or you didn't do that right, or he would hover over me while I was in the kitchen. And then, you know, when somebody's hovering over you like that, you know, you tend to make mistakes and things like that. And, he just wasn't the nicest person, you know, to be completely honest. When you know, when he only chose when he wanted to be with me. I feel like with other people, you know, he's the life of the party, and everybody likes him, but with me, it's just full of hate. I don't know, resentment. You thought I ran around on him, and I didn't, and I just worked a lot. I was trying to make something of myself when I did. I did at that job, and I don't know. I don't know why people stay. I always said that, and then I was one of those people. Just put up with it. I guess because it's just familiar. It's easier. But anyways, so now I do all the cooking. I cook breakfast, which I'm just making the same egg sandwiches that I make all the time, but then my boyfriend comes home for lunch, and I make him something then, and then every night for dinner. So I've been trying new things and learning how to cook new things and bake things. And I made my first ever, for our reunion, pumpkin spice cupcakes with homemade cream cheese frosting with cinnamon. Oh my gosh, they were so good, and I don't even like pumpkin like that. And my youngest boy, he's 7, and all my kids are picky eaters, but he's the least pickiest, but he just loves cakes and cookies and chocolate like stuff. And he's just a skinny mini little thing, so I tend to like let him overindulge because he is so tiny. But he was like, I want one of them cupcakes. And I was like, okay, this is not gonna go good. And he actually sat and ate the whole thing. Like, I was so surprised. So he must love pumpkin too. But they were really good. I also made this corn pudding recipe I found online. And it was really good too. Got lots of good comments at the reunion, and it was pretty much gone. I got a little scoop out of it that night for dinner. We just had leftovers because traveling that far to go to it. Plus the night before I had been making things, and then that morning I also took these little cocktail Frank thingies in this sauce, which I hated, absolutely hated them. The corn pudding, and then I made the cupcakes, and then I made a Jell-O cake my mom loves, that I've always made. I've always been a baker and made things like that, but it's just baking a white cake, then doing the Jell-O in it, and I do it 2-tiered with Cool Whip, so it's really easy, super easy. And then I made, just because I came across the recipe and I was like, I want those, peanut butter Rice Krispie treats with chocolate on top. And they were delish too, but I brought a lot home, so I seem to be the only one eating them, which is not a good thing, so I need to get down on my treadmill a lot and stop drinking Diet Pepsi. But I find I want to spend time coloring all the time. I'm so obsessed. It's just ridiculous. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I just can't help myself. I'm just like, for Sarah's Colournopoly, I had 6 rolls, so I colored all of them. I got into the Christmas color by number book, and I did, oh god, an umpteen number in them, like, already for the month, like, ridic. So, just ridiculous. Anyways, so I'm not gonna get a lot done in this video. I've already been going on 28 minutes, so maybe I'll do another color and chat a little further in the video. Yeah, I think that might be what I do, and then just come back after I've done some of it and can think of something else to talk about, because I feel like this has been a crappy video. So that's why I don't do color and chats, because I don't know what to talk about, and then I feel like I ramble. And I think that's why lives are better, because people can talk to you back and ask you questions, and you don't get off on tangents. Well, sometimes you probably could, but yeah. So I don't know where I'm gonna go next. Maybe I'll do the water next, just because. All right, guys, I'll be back. Thanks. Take care.